Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Krystal, here with the TRX for Yoga Experience. I'm really excited about today's practice. The intention and the theme is the warrior. So I want you to think about strong and sturdy body, flexible and easeful mind. Before we get started, I just want to invite you to grab some equipment so you're best equipped to get the most out of today's practice. You see here, I have 2 blocks of the same height. They're not mandatory, but they're highly recommended so that when down on the ground, you are supported in keeping a neutral posture to get the most out of your poses. And also I have a face towel. I often will like to roll it up underneath my knee to give it a little extra cushion and to wipe my brow because you sure are going to be working hard today. So before we begin, I want to give you a little bit of inspiration, right? To really get you into that mindset of the warrior. Here's one of my favorite proverbs. Fate whispers to the warrior, "You cannot withstand the storm." The warrior whispers back, "I am the storm." So if you're feeling anything less than the warrior today, you are in for a treat. Let's begin. Stand facing your anchor point. Make sure your suspension trainer is fully shortened. Place your hands into the foot cradles, thumbs to the outside, and start to walk towards the back edge of your mat. Now, to unleash your inner warrior, it's all about the breath. So I want you to breathe nice and deep, a specific style of breathing called the Ujjayi breath. And the word Ujjayi translates to victory. So look straight forward. Fan out your fingers, press down into your palms, and begin to breathe in and out through your nose, creating the sound of the ocean. In, you feel your body expand. Out, you feel the contraction of hugging muscle to bone. Throughout the entirety of the practice, the idea is to expose any resistance, any tension that's hiding in your body, and you breathe through. So you start here. Let's find the starting position. Continue to breathe that breath. Flip your thumbs to the sky. Peel your hands apart, extended mountain. If there's slack in your straps, I want you to walk backwards a little bit until you're standing straight up and there is pressure on the straps. Hands a little wider than your shoulders. Shoulders over hips, knees and ankles, feet hips width apart. Practice keeping pressure in those straps and slowly sweep your arms back down to that starting position. Let's connect movement with breath. Your breath is everything. Extended mountain, inhale. Sweep your arms back down to that starting position as you exhale. Knees are unlocked. 2 more. Pull back as you sweep up. Knit the ribs into the belly. Exhale your hands back down to the starting position. 1 more. Inhale, pull back, reach up. Exhale back down to starting position. Right arm only. Inhale that right arm up overhead. Keep your shoulders and hips square to the anchor point. Return your hand back down to starting position and switch sides. Left arm sweeps up. Try to avoid rotating to the left. Bring that hand back down to starting position. 1 more time per side. Inhale, fan out your fingers. Exhale, sweep that right arm back down. Left side, deep breath in. Return to that starting position, breath out. Forward fold, anchor your heels and hinge. Press your hands towards the anchor point and push your tailbone away. There's a soft bend behind your knees, but you are stretching the back of your legs, so tilt your sitting bones up. Press into your hands to hollow the lower belly and to slide your shoulder blades together onto your mat. There's never any hanging on the straps. Now let's really mobilize the spine. Bend the knees. Tuck your tailbone under, chin to chest. Push into your palms and roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. At the top, shoulder blades slide together and away from the ears. Breathe in. With a flat back, you fold. Push your hips back, hands forward. Bend the knees and round up 1 vertebrae at a time. At the top, shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. You're going to do that 1 more time. Exaggerate it. Deep breath out and fold. Slowly roll up. This is just your warm up. So tune in. See how your body feels today so you can give yourself what you need. At the top, shoulder blades together. Extended mountain, deep breath in. Forward fold, deep breath out. Halfway lift, bend your knees as you lift your chest to about a 45-degree angle in relation to the ground. I want this to feel so good. Pull your chest away from your hips. Lower belly into spine. and your shoulder blades slide together onto your back. Feel that side body stretch. Breathe in. Fold, chest to the height of your hips, tailbone lifts. Again, halfway lift, bend the knees, peel the chest away from the hips and up. Forward fold and release. One more time, halfway lift, push the crown of your head away from your shoulders. Pause, golfer's swing. Keep your hips square to the anchor point. Reach your left arm up over the left shoulder. I need pressure in the straps. Push your palms apart. Slowly come back down to that starting position and switch sides. Are you breathing? Exhale, twists you. Push your palms apart. Crown of head presses away from the shoulders. Come back through center. Breath in. That's that halfway lift. Twist as you breathe out. Shoulder blades only, no hips. Back to center. Breathe in. Right arm twists. Breathe out. Back to center. Breathe in. And fold. Roll up through that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Let it feel good. Expose any tightness. And breathe deeper when you feel it. You want to dissolve it. Close your grips on the straps. Lean back, chest lifts, and fold. Anchor your hips down and back. Look down to the ground. Soft bend in your elbows and pull your shoulders away from the ears. Hollow your lower belly. Let's add rotation. Roll your left shoulder up over the right shoulder. Bend your right knee and push your right hip towards the floor. Really anchor the hip to the ground. Come back through center. Take a deep breath in. Switch sides. Roll your right shoulder up. Bend the left knee. Push your right hip towards the floor. Come back through center. Inhale. Twist left shoulder up as you exhale. Just one more per side. Back through center. Breathe in. Twist and breathe out. Back through center. Pause. Press into your hands. Pull your hips forward. Press into your hands again. Rock your body weight forward and hinge. Hips back, hands forward. Heel toe your feet together. Big toes come to touch. Heels in line with the middle toes. We're going to put together our sun salutation B with a soft bend behind your knees. Flip your thumbs to the sky. Pull down into your hands. Now peel them apart and pull yourself to extended mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold and breathe out. Halfway lift. Breathe in. You've done all of these poses already. Fold and breathe out. Now we attach them with breath. Extended mountain. Rise high. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Breathe deeper. Move bigger. Extended mountain. Pull your hip bones up to the belly button. Forward fold. Anchor your heels into the floor. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Rise high. Extended mountain. Forward fold and empty. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold and breathe out. You have one more. Don't hold back. Extended mountain. Fill your lungs up. Forward fold. Push the air out of your nose. Practice the breath. Halfway lift. Breathe all the way in. Fold and empty. Putting together our sun salutation B. First pose is chair. Bend your knees. Drop your hips with a flat back. Peel your shoulders up over your hips. Anchor your tailbone to the floor. Pull your hip bones to the belly button. And slowly sweep those arms up overhead, but you're not leaning back. The weight is in your feet. Try to slide your mat apart with your feet so that your knees line up with the middle toes. Neutral pelvis, shoulder blades together. Now as you're trying to slide the mat, slide your feet apart and split your mat into two pieces, I want you to sink your hips a little lower. Reach your arms a little higher. See how this wants to steal your breath? Don't let it. You be the warrior. It's a practice. Take a deep breath in. Fold and release. Single leg mountain. Right leg forward. Bending that upper knee makes it more accessible. Straightening your upper leg intensifies it. If you can today, you must push through that upper heel. Pull back and up with those arms. Breathe in. Here's our first warrior. Warrior 3. Sweep your upper leg towards the wall behind you. Press your hands towards that anchor point. Hips and shoulders square to face the floor. So take your upper baby toe, spin it down to face the ground. You're taking the inner upper thigh, spin it up to the sky. Press into your hands, lift up out of that left hip a little higher. And we switch sides. Right foot down, arms up, single leg mountain, left leg forward. It's like a tick-tocking action. No leaning back. Rock your shoulders forward over the hips. Lower belly pulls in to lift that left leg higher. Warrior 3, upper baby toe faces the ground. That helps square the hips to the floor. And you'll have better access if you bend your knee a little bit. And yoga has this bad rap that we're supposed to lock our joints and get super flexible, and that's not the thing. Think of the warrior, think of the strength and the stability, flexible and easeful mind. Press into your hands, lift your whole body a little higher. And so now we're going to link movement with breath. Get lost in your flow. Left foot to meet the right. Chair pose, bend your knees, arms up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Single leg mountain, take a deep breath in, right leg forward. Warrior 3, charge through that upper heel. Single leg mountain, left leg forward. Take a deep breath in, pressure in the straps. Warrior 3, breathe out. Each round gets a little bigger. Left foot to meet the right. Chair pose, sit a little lower. Inhale those arms up. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. No leaning back. Warrior 3, lean towards your hands a little further. Single leg mountain, left leg forward. Arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. From the top, chair pose. This is round 3 of 5. Breathe in. Forward fold, lean towards the hands and breathe out. Single leg mountain, shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Other side, single leg mountain, deep breath in, belly in. Warrior 3, breathe it out, fan out those fingers. Chair pose, sit even lower, breathe in deeper. Fold and release it. Single leg mountain, right leg forward, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Last sun B, sink nice and low. Chair pose, inhale. Fold, exhale. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Extend your heel a little further. Warrior 3, reach back a little higher. Single leg mountain, left leg forward. Arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Big toes touch. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Chair, take your seat. For 5, every inhale, reach your hands a little higher. 4, every exhale, sink your hips a little lower. This is a trust count. 3, slide those heels apart, fire up the legs. 2, take a deep breath in. Fold and release. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Take a deep breath in. Warrior 3. We're going to do some drag back lunges. First, establish that warrior 3. Turn your upper baby toe to face the ground. Softness in that standing knee. There is no hanging on the straps. I need you to breathe your Ujjayi breath through it all. Press into your hands and lift. Now, bend your left knee as deep as you can. Keep your left heel anchored to the floor. Start to press into your hands. Drag your hands into your body, shoulders over hips, and reach those right toes to tap down to the ground behind you into a lunge position. Bend both knees to 90 degrees, shoulders over hips. Now from down here, warrior 3. See where we're going? Spring back. Find your strength and stability. Breathe through the resistance. We do 4 more. Press into your hands, shoulders away from ears. Start to bend the left knee for 5. 4, shoulders over hips. 3, reach the right foot back. 2, tap it down. Knees bend, shoulders over hips. Warrior 3. Again, 5, start to bend the left knee. 4, wiggle your left toes. 3, shoulders over hips. 2, tap down, bend the knees, belly in. Warrior 3. And like that, you have 2 more. Lift that upper leg a little higher. Now drag the hands into the body, bend the left knee for 5, belly in. 4, feel it in the left hip. 3, reach back. 2, tap down, shoulders over hips. Warrior 3. 1 more. Lean it back for 5. Breathe louder. 4. Reach back further. 3. Tap down, 2, bend those knees. Warrior 3, stronger than ever. Yeah, it's intense, but you breathe. Press into your hands, lift your whole body higher. Bend your upper knee to 90 degrees. Roll the right hip over the left, and the sensation disappears. Stay in the eye of the storm, calm and steady no matter what you feel. And don't let anything steal your breath. Gaze down to the floor, lean towards your hands a little more. Flex your upper foot, fan out your toes. Lift that upper knee a little higher, breathe in. Standing leg raise, pull your right knee into your chest. Put the foot cradles into your left hand. Get a good grip, right hand to the outside of your right knee. Or hook your big toe and extend your upper leg out in front of you. Push your leg forward, pull your shoulders back to lift up out of that left hip. Peel your right leg over to the right. Spin your inner upper thigh to the sky to pull the pelvis to neutral. Keep pressure in those straps. You reach through your upper foot as you pull your shoulder blades together. For 5, standing knees unlocked. 4, keep your gaze steady and you breathe as deep as you can. 3, lift your chest a little higher. 2, tree. Bring your leg back to center and bend your knee. Grab your right ankle and bring the sole of your foot to your inner left leg. Below the knee to the calf is okay too. 1 hand per foot cradle. Shoulders and hips square to the anchor point. Pull your upper knee back. Tilt your tailbone to the ground and grow your tree. Reach those arms up and back. There's no leaning back. Pull that upper knee back. Anchor the tailbone down. Reach those arms a little higher. Breathe in. Big toes touch. Forward fold. Let's clear it away. Such good work. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold. Breathe out. Chair. Take your seat at the head of the table for 5. Hip bones to belly button. 4. Anchor your tailbone towards the floor. 3. Start to slide your heels apart. 2. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold and release. Single leg mountain, left leg forward. Breathe it in. Warrior 3, breathe it out. Please, please bend that standing knee just a little bit. Let the muscles get the call to action. Now charge through your upper heel and turn that upper baby toe down to the ground. Press firmly into your palms, fingers fan wide, shoulders away from ears. Start to lunge it back. You know where we're going. Bend that right knee for 5. Shoulders pull back. 4, reach that left foot back. 3, tap that back foot down. 2, bend both knees to 90 degrees, shoulders back over hips. Warrior 3, from the bottom, spring into it. So there's no standing up, there's just hinging forward. Here we go again for 5, bend the right knee. 4, get into the right heel more. 3, reach that left foot back really far. 2, tap down, knees bend. Warrior 3, push forward. Drag it back again for 5, belly in. 4, breathe your breath. 3, reach back. 2, tap down, bend those knees. Warrior 3, you get longer from your fingertips to the sole of your upper foot. Lunge it back for 5. This is number 4 or 5. 4, keep breathing, belly pulls in. 3, ooh, that right hip. 2, tap down. Warrior 3, no rapid breath, slow and steady, deep and rhythmic. Last one. 5, breathe as deep as you can. 4, no matter what you feel, you stay calm. 3, that's practice being the eye of the storm. 2, tap down, knees bend. Warrior 3, find it. Lift up out of it. Bend your upper knee, 3-legged dog. Roll your left hip up over the right. Keep the big toe mound of your standing foot rooted into the floor. Lean towards your hands a little more. Lift your upper knee towards the sky. Feel a nice stretch in your inner standing thigh. Flex your upper foot, fan out those toes. Take one more deep breath in. Standing leg raise. Pull the left knee into the chest. Put the foot cradles into your right hand. Grab the outside of your left knee with your left hand, or hook your big toe with your first 2 fingers and extend your upper leg out in front of you. Do you see how my upper knee is bent? There's no forcing the legs to straighten. Press the leg forward. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe. Left leg over to the left. Inner thigh of your upper leg spins up to the sky to help the pelvis pull to neutral. Pressure in those straps. Push through your upper leg as you pull the shoulders together behind you. For 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, bring your leg back to center, extend your leg forward. Bend the knee into the chest for tree. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner right leg, above or below the knee. One hand per foot cradle. Draw your upper knee towards the wall behind you. Feel the stretch in the hip, and anchor your tailbone to the ground. Grow your tree, sweep your arms to the sky. Keep your hands a little wider than your shoulders so that your neck has space. Shoulders pull down, crown of head presses up. Take one more deep breath in. Forward fold, big toes touch, heels anchor into the floor. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Slowly stand all the way up, turn to face away from your anchor point. Hands at eyebrow height. And so you have to move your body forward or backwards to get there. Push into your hands and lift your chest up away from your hips. Find your balance on your left foot. Pull your right knee into your chest. Push into your hands, although you're not leaning forward, and separate your collarbones. I want you to witness your hands separate to shoulder width. It's for some nice balance of mobility and stability in the upper body. Lift up onto the ball of your standing foot. We're going to step out to crescent lunge. Tuck the pelvis to neutral. Start to roll forward in your hands. Don't leave your hips behind. Hip bones to belly button. Pull, pull, pull. Step that right foot forward and pause. Soft bend in your back knee. Pull the hip bones up towards the belly button. Push your shoulders back over your hips. For 5, feel the stretch down the left hip flexor. 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, warrior 1. Drop your back heel towards the middle of your body. Squeeze the back leg towards straight. Turn your palms to face one another. Now, what I care most about here is your pelvis. So pull the hip bones up to the belly button and drop your tailbone towards the floor. If that straightens the front knee a little bit, so be it. Eventually, you want your front knee to bend over your front ankle, but don't compromise your low back and arch it. Hip bones to belly button. Take the outer edges of your hands, palms face one another, push them into the straps, shoulders over hips. Every inhale, slide your hands higher, a little wider than the shoulders. Every exhale, slice the outer edge of your back foot into the floor more. For 5, this is a trust count. Keep inhaling and exhaling. 4, belly pulls into spine. 3, can you sink in a little more? 2, put the foot cradles into your left hand. Reach both arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Peel open. Left hand drops to the anchor point. Warrior 2. Tee open your arms. I like to heel toe my right foot to the middle of my body a little bit more so my heels are in line with each other. Press down into your backhand and lift the chest away from the pelvis. Hip bones pull up to belly button. You have equal weight in both feet. Lean to the outer edge of your back foot in order to bend your front knee more. The straps, you press into them to lift the chest out of the hips. Reverse your warrior. Right palm flips to the sky. Reach your right arm up and back as you bend that front knee to 90 degrees, no straightening that front leg. Gently pull your right shoulder back. Feel a nice side body stretch down the right-hand side. Take a deep breath in, reach that hand up and back. Warrior 2, you sink deeper into your warrior 2 as you breathe out. We have 4 more rounds of that with breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior, push into your feet and the straps. Exhale, warrior 2, shoulder blades together. Reverse your warrior, peel that right shoulder back as you inhale. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Inhale, up and back, deeper breath in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Last one, stay low in your legs. Reverse your warrior, take a deep breath in. Warrior 2, and breathe out. You hold. I know you feel it in your legs. You can do this for 5. Shoulder blades together. 4, sink into your legs a little more. 3, see what you're looking at. 2, straighten your front leg. Bring your arms up overhead. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. 1 hand per foot cradle. Step back, feet together behind you. Hands at eyebrow height. Good work. Take a clearing breath in. Open your mouth, breathe out. Reestablish your starting position. Lucky you have a right and a left-hand side. Find your balance on your right foot to pull the left knee into the chest. Crescent lunge. Sometimes it's referred to as crescent warrior. Lift up onto the ball of your standing foot. Separate those collarbones. Roll your body forward, hip bones to belly button. Feel the core. Step that left foot forward into crescent lunge. The bigger the step, the higher your back arm will be in Warrior 2. It's all connected. Push your hands forward and up into those straps. Move the shoulders back over the hips. Back knee is soft, so you pull the hip bones up towards the navel. Deep stretch through the hip flexor. Every inhale, you reach the arms higher. Every exhale, you sink a little lower into the legs. Deep breath in. Sink a little deeper, breath out. One more inhale. Warrior 2, drop your back heel to the middle of your mat. Palms face one another. Remember, it's about the neutral pelvis, hip bones to belly button, and if that straightens the front leg a little bit, that's okay. In Warrior 1, your shoulders and your hips are squared forward. They're working their way, pointing forward. Right hip forward, left hip back. Squeeze that back leg towards straight in order to bend your front knee a little more. Inhale, you reach your arms high. Exhale, you push into your feet a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Really drive your hands into the straps. Take one more breath in. Sink in a little deeper. Breathe out. Warrior 2, both foot cradles into the right hand as you inhale. T open your arms as you exhale. Gaze over that left middle finger. Pull the hip bones up towards the belly button, shoulder blades together. I want you to use the straps to lift your chest up out of that low back. Press into your feet to sink into those hips a little bit more. Shoulder blades together. Reverse your warrior, left palm to the sky, or reach your left arm up and back. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. Pull your left shoulder back gently. And remember, keep bending that front knee to 90 degrees. Reach up and back, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out, sink in. Reverse your warrior, deep breath in, push into your back foot. Warrior 2, breathe out, nudge your front knee to the baby toe. You have 3 more, you go for it. Reach up and back, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Inhale, up and back, left shoulder pulls back. Warrior 2, breathe out, sink deeper into those legs. You have 1 more. Go up and back, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out and hold for 5. 4, keep breathing as deeply as you can. 3, go ahead, sink in a little deeper. 2, straighten that front leg, arms overhead, pick up your back heel. 1 foot cradle per hand. Step your feet together first. Now turn to face your anchor point. Last sunnae, let's clear it away. Extended mountain, take a deep breath in. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. You keep breathing your Ujjayi breath. Slowly stand all the way up. As you breathe that Ujjayi breath, walk underneath your anchor point. Bring your suspension trainer to mid-calf length. Handles hover right below the kneecap. Ground facing away from that anchor point. You're going to bring your right hand down, put the foot cradles into your left hand, and slide your left foot through. Hands underneath your shoulders. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. We're building into our last warrior. First, runner's lunge. Right foot flat on the ground, and lift that back knee off of the mat. I want you to know everything I say is optional. You can always keep your back knee on the mat, maybe put the towel underneath it. Separate your collarbones, shoulder blades together. Push into your feet and pull the hip bones up to the belly button. Can you squeeze your back leg a little bit more towards straight? Now practice here. Every inhale, get the weight in your hands a little lighter. Maybe you can lift up onto your tented fingertips. And every exhale, you can release it. See if you can really push into your feet to lift that body up. Get lighter in your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, back knee to the ground. Take your right hand to your right knee, left hand on top of that, and stack your shoulders over your hips. Pull the hip bones up towards the navel as you slide your shoulder blades together. Now I want you to lean into that front foot with your hips, but keep your shoulders back over those hips. All while you pull the pelvis to neutral. Keep those shoulder blades together and breathe here. Push your hands into the knee and hollow the belly. Pull in and up. One more breath in. Sink into it, breath out. One hand to either side of your front foot, frame it. Back to runner's lunge. Palms flat on the ground. Lift your back knee off the mat, but push into your feet like you're going to lift your hands up off the ground. Now push your left hand into the mat. Right hand to your right knee. Add rotation. Push your right hand into the knee. Right foot stays flat on the floor. Top of your back foot stays in the straps. No sickling the ankle. Option to reach your right arm to the sky. Every inhale you reach higher. Every exhale you twist it out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Bring your upper hand down to the ground, back knee down to the ground. All of that to build into our last warrior called humble warrior. Take your right hand to your right knee, left hand on top of that. Push your shoulders back over the hips. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Option to grab a towel and grab the towel behind your back so your hands can separate. Pull your arms low to open up the chest. Lean your hips towards that front foot. And now hinge and drop your chest to the inside of that front thigh. So your right shoulder and thigh will connect. Lean into that front foot. Reach your arms towards the straps behind you. There's an option. You can float that back leg right up off the ground. Push into the feet for 5. Belly in. 4. Breathe your breath. 3. Really press into those feet. 2. Release your hands down to the mat. Back knee down to the mat. And bring both knees down to the floor. Take a clearing breath in. Clearing breath out. Slide your right foot into both foot cradles. Runner's lunge. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Now, this is where the blocks might come in handy. If you feel like your shoulders are rounding, you can grab a block, put it underneath your hands to the inside of that front foot. Press down into your feet. An option to lift that back knee up off of the ground. Left foot is flat on the floor. Knee pushes into arm, arm pushes into knee. I want you to try to squeeze that back leg towards straight. Can you see now how this relates to your humble warrior? Shoulder blades together. Hip bones, slide them up to the navel. And pull your chest away from your hips. Take one more deep breath in. Slowly bring your back knee down to the ground. Take your left hand on top of your left knee. Right hand on top of that. Option for the towel underneath the back knee for cushion. Pull your hips forward towards the front heel, but gently push your shoulders back over your hips. You'll feel a nice deep stretch down that right hip flexor. What you don't want is an arch, a big arch in your low back, so gently pull those hip bones up to the navel, and you'll feel a deeper stretch. And just breathe. Pick one thing to look at. Recognize how intense the sensation is. Don't run from it, but decide to stay and breathe through it. And that's how you create the warrior within you. No matter what you feel, no matter how intense it gets, you don't run. You stay and you breathe. Take one more deep breath in. Both hands down to the mat on either side of your front foot. Option for that block underneath your hand. For runner's lunge with rotation. Take your left hand on top of your left knee. Lift your back knee up off the ground. Propel the rotation by rolling your left shoulder over the right shoulder. Option to reach that left arm to the sky. And you see a block, the use of a tool is not lesser than. It makes you stronger. Makes things more accessible. You'll feel them more. You'll experience something brand new. Pull the chest away from the hips. Reach your upper arm to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Upper hand down to the ground. Back knee down to the mat. Here it is, time for humble warrior. Take your left hand on top of your left knee, right hand on top of that. Do grab a towel if you choose to grab onto that. Or reach your arms behind you and interlace your hands behind your low back. Pull your arms low to open your chest. Take a deep breath in. Hips lean forward, chest follows. Make sure that that left knee is not in front of the toes. Left heel is flat on the ground. Reach your arms towards the straps behind you as you push the crown of your head away from the straps. Option to lift that back knee off the ground for 5. Breathe. 4, you're pushing into your feet to activate the core. 3, you're breathing deeper and more audible than ever. 2, hands to the mat, back knee to the mat. Both knees down to the floor. Take your feet out of the foot cradles. Turn to face your anchor point and take a seat. Have a big smile on your face because you've made it. It's time to cool down. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Flex your feet and fan your toes. Grab the foot cradles with your first 2 fingers, and we're going to hook the heels through. Hug your left knee into your chest and put your left foot through the foot cradle, hooking the heel. Left hand to the ground to support you. Bend the right knee into the chest and thread your right foot through. Extend both legs long out in front of you. Flex your feet. Pull the balls of your feet into the body. Push your heels away. Reach your arms to the sky to lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath in and fold. Reach your hands towards the TRX tabs to make the connection. Bend behind the knees. Pull your chest towards your feet and push your sitting bones back. Balls of feet pull into body. Heels push away from body. Take a deep breath in. Fold, deep breath out. Sit up nice and tall. Seated spinal twist. Reach your arms to the sky. Bring your right hand by your side. Bend your right knee. Keep your feet flexed. And bring your left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Or give the knee a good hug with your hand. Lift your chest up. Look over your right shoulder and twist. The key is to push your knee into your arm to propel the twist. Take one more deep breath in. Twist and breathe out. Come back through center, arms and legs straight, and switch sides. Left hand down to the ground. Bend your left knee. Right elbow to the outside of the knee, or hug the knee with your hand. Push the knee into the arm. Lift the chest up and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Keep your feet flexed. One breath in. Twist and breathe out. And come back to center. Arms and legs are straight. Reach your arms to the sky. This is it. Final effort. Push your heels forward. Balls of feet pull into the straps. Reach your arms high and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Belly pulls in and you're still breathing in and out. Nothing gets in your way. Reach your arms to the floor behind you. Press into your feet and lift your hips right up off the ground. Full body stretch from your fingertips to your toe tips. Take a deep breath in. Hips down to the ground. Arms by your sides, palms face up. So this is where the magic happens in your practice. Let your feet fall away from one another in the straps. It's time for Shavasana. Final resting pose. A few moments of deep breaths. I'm going to mind the time and we'll close out our practice together. But allow yourself to be here. Don't cut yourself short. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Just a few moments of deep rest. Let the magic happen. No more audible breath. No more activation in the body. Just complete relaxation. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. And slowly bring movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers, circling your wrists, and sway your feet side to side. You hug your knees into your body, and with your fingertips, slide the foot cradles off of your feet. Give your knees a good squeeze, and roll over onto your right hand side. Extend your right arm above your head, ear to bicep. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly make your way to a comfortable sitting position. Sit nice and tall. Eyes are closed. Bring your hands to your knees. Feel your sitting bones and your tailbone underneath you. Crown of your head stacked right on top of that tailbone. And now breathe your breath. As long as you have your breath, no thing can steal your power. And so witness how you feel now with the cultivation of the warrior. Fate whispers to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior whispers back, I am the storm. You are the warrior, strong and sturdy in your physical body, peaceful, malleable, and at ease in your mind. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Slowly open your eyes. And your practice is complete. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really, really powerful practice. I know that you felt some uncomfortable sensations, and I'm proud of you for staying and deciding to breathe, because that's what this is all about. Because out there in life, there are going to be moments that are going to make you want to run. They're uncomfortable, but you get to stay and breathe and create something powerful for yourself. Please hydrate, support all of your efforts in feeling well. And until I see you again, keep smiling. Thank you.